time I opened my eyes until she fell asleep, I would wake up with 35 messages. I slept in one morning and Farrah reached out to my friend and said, I need you to get a hold of OG. It's time sensitive. I need reports ran.
May I ask a question? No. I have a question. What kind of reports are we running?
So I'm not going to tell what she does.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
if
nothing,
that's confidential, then that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing illegal, but I've not heard her like speak on it.
Okay, that's fine.
But I will say this. She did hire me as her assistant. There was never a set pay amount. She just always said, you will be taken care of really well.
May I ask another question?
Yeah.
You have screenshots of that as well, right?
Yeah.
Of her hiring as you as an assistant and talking how she was going to take care of you, all that stuff, correct? Okay.
I just wanted to hop up really quick and comment on the police comment that Mallory made. Farrah, I kind of hope you did go to the police. And here's why, right? Because
get the fuck out of here.
When you report fraud, right, especially through a credit card company, so what they're going to do is they're going to pull the first set of calls, right? Mm-hmm. And the first set of calls that they're going to hear is you, exactly part of the call we just heard, right? You acknowledging and accepting the fact that you wanted $6,000 to go through at one point. And when it didn't, you wanted the refund so that you would have a way to repay your client, is what you said in that call, right? So you go through and you have OG on the phone and you go through this big spiel with the bank the first time, right? And then you wake up on a random fucking Sunday with a hard case of fucking dementia, forgetting what the fuck you said on a Thursday. And then you put Florida Man on a call with the bank and you literally say the complete opposite of everything you've already acknowledged with the bank days prior. Days prior. Yeah, and not to mention all of the things that you did receive that, you know, that OG listed off, and the fact that OG is actually out all of that money.
May I ask a question? Did Florida Man play a phone call to the bank with Farrah on this?
And did.
I heard he did, but I've not heard it. I don't watch him. I've blocked him, and I try to block anybody that's connected to him.
OG Breezy's winning up, honey.
Yeah, I will say, like, I haven't watched him either.
He played a 5-second clip out of context.
Which is what he does.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make that comment about the police thing, and I just think it's weird, and I want to comment on this again too, with the whole snark thing, that it just kind of blows my mind that if somebody brings you something like that, snark, even if you don't understand numbers, why in your right or left mind, you would think that the first place she should take that to if she felt like it was fraud would be Florida Man. That doesn't make sense to me. It's giving that you actually planted that seed, and that maybe between that and Farrah being confused about bank calls, since she has to tie everybody into them, that it was kind of a seed planted on multiple different parts, but it doesn't make it right.
I don't think she's confused, MJ, about bank calls, because a lot of the times on the calls, I would sit quiet. She very much knew what she was doing with that bank.
Well, I mean, can we be so sure of that, OG? Because she said she needed a receipt about something she said the day before, just 3 days ago, but she thought it was 4 days ago, but really it was 2.
I think, well,
like,
so
I'm not sure.
My feeling is that when they first started this bullshit, from what I heard, Florida Man gave her an out by saying she's heavily medicated on cancer meds, which is bullshit.
Yeah, no, social media determined that that's a lie. And I know that somebody said that like, if you're in remission, it does not mean you're cancer free. I feel like it mostly does, but remission to me in my brain doesn't automatically tell me that I'm in remission, but at the same time, I'm fighting 3 cancers while all of mine and my husband's social media says that I'm cancer free. And I mean, even it's on TikTok. So it's just too many consistencies. And I say it all the time. It's always the little lies that get me.
But she's
If you
not.
tell
Oh, sorry.
if you tell multiple back to back, even little lies, you'll lie about the big shit too.
Leslie, she herself is saying that she's cancer free.
Could I comment on this too? Let's not forget back in, what was it, 23, when she first became in remission, and then a couple months later she became in remission again, and then a couple months later she posted more videos. So every couple months she's posting videos about being in remission, but she's never posting videos about it coming back or anything like that. So that right there raised a red flag in my mind.
I feel like the word remission is what people are getting caught up on. I think we just need to say, like, her videos blatantly state cancer free. Not like they're not saying remission. Like, she has videos where she says, I'm XYZ cancer free. So that's where people have been questioning things, because she, for the longest time, has been saying it. Her other people are saying it about her that know her. But then all of a sudden this happens and she's coming at us saying she's got 3 types.
And I will say that, yes, she had me making appointments for her, and in big caps letters, she said, I do not currently have breast cancer.
That's what I came up for, because I know that she was talking about the only one job that you did as far as being her assistant was making her one doctor's appointment, and it was 2 or 3 hours away from where she lived. Now, I want everyone to know that's what she does, because her and I was talking about my diabetes, and she was talking about her issue, and she was telling me to reach out 3 or 4 hours away from where I live and find a good doctor that way, and that's what she does. So it's not like OG just went in and found a doctor and it was 2 or 3 hours away and made the appointment on her own.
No, she gave me towns.
Right. So
I spent 3 whole days researching doctors in these towns for her.
yes. So I don't feel like they clarify that Farrah had you make those appointments that far away. Because I feel like, I might be mistaken, but I feel like one of the lies that she was making it like you knew she traveled and worked a lot, and you made this appointment 2 to 3 hours away from her home, which it kind of avoided the necessary moment.
I need the big box.
How do I do that now?
But that's all I want to know.
The last one was right. I had to take a screenshot, I think, to make it fit. I can edit it. Hold on.
I just came up to say that I think OG deserves a raise, Farrah.
I did receive a text from Farrah on Christmas Eve into Christmas morning, talking about her attorney. I did respond back and tell her that at this point, her and her people are slandering, defaming, making false claims on me, and that I need her to send me her attorney's information.
She herself does not use the word remission.
Oh.
This is one of at least 3 to 5 videos I've seen where she talks about being cancer free.
Why are we so focused on the whole cancer part?
Well, I feel like people keep saying like remission isn't cancer free. And I'm trying to say, like, she never said remission that I've seen. I've seen her state specifically cancer free.
Being fake is sad. Yes, I did also ask her to stop contacting me because when I was live the one night, I was sent a screenshot where Farrah claimed that I was harassing her, which is fucking wild. Because no, ma'am. I actually asked you to stop contacting me because you fucking lied. You lied to Snark. You lied to Florida Man. I don't know who all you lied to. I don't know if you told the truth and they're lying. I don't know. Neo. Okay. So the contract that was done when Square locked up the account, Square wanted an invoice, or excuse me, the invoice that was done. Square wanted an invoice. I was talking to Farrah on the phone. She said, just make the invoice, do whatever you got to do. So then I said, okay, can you send me your email address and stuff like that? This was in text. And I said, I'll send one over for 30,000. She's like, wait, are they going to come after me for 30,000? I said, no. I said, they wouldn't come after you for anything. This is just, the invoice so that my account can be unlocked. And then if you have me run your card for payroll or whatever down the road, we probably won't have to deal with this issue. She's like, oh, okay, fine. Yeah, do whatever you have to do to get it unlocked. She even says, do you want me to call my bank and have them write a letter?
Also, I will say that when OG, there's like a whole text thread. When OG sent her the invoice, Farrah then realized OG does like wedding stuff, and Farrah talked about having OG come up to where she was to plan this whole wedding because while they're married, they never had a wedding, and she was wanting OG to do a big one, and she specifically said her mother would pay in full.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she made a post about renewing their vows.
Yeah. But the thing is people keep focusing on the contract, I think, in the wrong aspects. It's not about what the contract's like per the wedding. It's because they kept asking OG, do you have some type of invoice that you've sent her so we can prove that she owes you these transactions? So she and Farrah agreed to an arbitrary number that they were going to put on there so that in the future they could just piggyback off of that and they would be covered for a while and this would be avoided altogether. And since that's OG's business, she was able to create one and run it through the business, and Farrah knew all of it.
Yes. How do you think she got the email?